what's up? It's me. I'm here on the infamous Avenue of Stars in front of the world-famous Bruce Lee statue here in Hong Kong right now. Here to bring you a seemingly controversial topic of the cure for depression. Now, some of you listening to this are thinking, oh, does it cure depression? No, I did not. But I do have a way, after dealing with it for much of my young life, kind of one of many methods to kind of remedy these patterns that might hold you back. And one of them, one that I will show you in a minute on this video, is challenging social pressure. Now, what does that mean? Well, let's start with an example. Challenging social pressure. Doing a backflip in front of Bruce Lee statue on the Avenue of Stars, in front of lots and lots of tourists. Everybody pointing at you and gawking at you. That's one way. Now, I would never suggest that right off the bat. It's pretty intense. Not for me, because I've been working on this for a long time now. But yeah, putting yourself, challenging that social narrative, like what you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do, is a great way to do that. You can do that. One guy's example was lying down on the streets all over the world. It's something that he does. He takes pictures, and it's like this this big blog thing that he does. Very interesting. And that's one way to do it. But mostly, the core idea of what I want to get at is that the cure, this sort of cure to depression, isn't really a cure, but it is more of a kind of a distraction from it. And putting your body in a state of fear can, in a way, completely alter the way that you see that depression. Now, what do I mean by that? If you're afraid of something, if you're afraid of talking to the girl at the store, or talking to the girl buying something at the store, if you're afraid of cliff diving, because you had a cliff diving accident, if you're afraid of swimming, or afraid of water, like touching the water, or just being near the water, or just looking at the water, anything that puts you in that state of fear is going to take you outside of that sort of the reality of that depressive reality that you've committed to by staying in that depressive state. Now, this isn't going to be for everybody. Obviously, there are always some people that want to stay depressed, and to those of you that want to stay depressed, do what you do. This video mostly goes out to those people who want to change and don't kind of know how, or don't really know like a way to do it. So one way to do it is to challenge social pressure, challenge yourself to do things that make you uncomfortable. If you replace that slot for like the depression and the negative thought loops with the thought loops of what happens when you're afraid, you can kind of, one, learn about yourself, because if you're watching and listening to those thought patterns, you can learn a lot. But yeah, like even just right now, standing in the middle of the Avenue of Stars doing this video blog, I've had several people walk around on every side of me. I think I had somebody point over here. I don't know. I'm trying to be conscious of everything, but at the same time focused. Very interesting. But again, listening to what's going on in here when you're in that depressive state, kind of paying attention to when it feels like sort of a emotional cake. It's bad for you. It's like chocolate cake for your emotions, for your personality. You know it's bad for you, but you eat it anyway. Keep eating it. You know it's bad, but man, when you're in that state of that kind of depression, or that negative thought loop, you keep eating it. So stop eating the cake. Unless you like the cake, then get fat. It doesn't matter to me. But yeah, so challenging social pressure, replace the depression, negative thought loops with the fear thought loops. Observe, watch, see what happens. It's pretty fun. The results can be very, very fun with that, and you can really see how far you can go. And with that said, crack out of here, get some dinner, and see what they have to offer. And I'll see you guys next time.